It's really good to see such a good turnout. It's worth remembering that this was organised in less than 24 hours, so Jazakallah for everybody for coming and attending this event. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Friends, brothers, sisters, Molanas, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and blessings be upon you all. Welcome and thank you for attending this vigil and remembrance for the events that happened yesterday in Gaza. Yesterday, the Israeli army attacked the beleaguered people of Gaza, killing 230 people. The attack marked the end of a 6-month ceasefire. It's worth remembering, and it's worth saying at this point, some of the context of the attacks yesterday. Probably about 11 months ago in February, we had an event, a rally, calling for the end of the siege and blockade of Gaza. This was held in February 2008. The Israeli government have virtually imposed a stranglehold of all goods coming into Gaza. The siege didn't start in February of 2008. It actually started in 2006, January 2006, a full 3 years ago. And the event that triggered the siege and the blockade of Gaza was the democratic election of the Hamas government. Since then, the conditions for the people in Gaza have got really, really bad. In fact, the UN has said just recently it has become a humanitarian disaster. 2 weeks ago in the Sunday Times, it was reported that people in Gaza were surviving by eating grass. Brothers and sisters, they were eating grass to survive. That's how harsh the blockade of Gaza was. This wasn't a natural disaster. This wasn't an event caused by civil war. This was a direct result of Israeli government policy which had stopped supplies coming into Gaza. This is a humanitarian disaster, and it is hidden from the world because the mainstream media isn't really reporting this. Now, the Israeli attacks yesterday had nothing to do with its security, nor had it anything to do with its defence. Yesterday's attack was nothing but an act of war. They used the cover of a 6-month ceasefire to plan a devastating attack in Gaza. It was a coordinated, orchestrated attack for 40 sites in Gaza, which killed 230 people. The attack happened in a few minutes, and they launched over 1,000 tons of explosives in that time. The one purpose of the attack, and the only purpose of the attack, was the destruction of Hamas and all its infrastructure. Brothers and sisters, we have gathered here today to show our solidarity with the people of Palestine, the beleaguered people of Gaza, and we want to show to whichever God that you worship, my God is Allah, and for many people their God is Allah, that we will protest against this injustice that the Israeli government carry out against the people of Palestine. And for this reason, we're going to have this vigil, we're going to have a few speeches, followed by a minute's silence and prayers.